After we go through all of this, it is official. No one can deny it anymore. Halloween is here in the fiber world. Hobbii just does Halloween so freaking well. And it's not like they just drop one colorway that's kind of Halloween. No, they have multiple lines, multiple weights, and they also have the label is totally spooky. Like, you look at it, it's Halloween yarn. That's what it's designed for. That's what they're here for. They also have a lot of patterns that go along with it too. This year we got quite a few brand new lines too. We also did get some of our favorites from previous years, a lot of sock yarn. If I remember correctly, I ended up snagging one of each from their new lineup this year. Because this was, I think, last week that I ordered all this. So I guess you and I, we're just going to figure it out together. We're going to have to figure out some patterns, obviously, because I'm not going to be able to let it sit. So here is first, oh, one of them like exploded in here. It did have a long way to travel, all the way from Denmark, but this is the first look. Oh, and it was one that I was really, really excited for, the brand new line. So I'm going to have to cake this up right away. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is such a mess. Oh, this is so sad. Okay, let's hope that nothing else like that happens. I don't even know where to start on this one. It's like, it's yarn carnage. Okay, we're gonna set you here. I'll come back to that. I'm just gonna let it sit, let it be. Let's have some coffee here to recover a little bit. All right, what is this? Hobbii Halloween Honey Bunny Candy. We have one fully intact here. So this is a new label that they have too. We have little spooky skulls on here. Any cats? They like to do this scaredy cat all over here too. So Honey Bunny Candy, and the label is wrong too. So it says Honey Bunny Candy Christmas. No, that's not what we are, but that's okay. Okay, so this is interesting. I'm gonna pull it up on their site so we can actually see what it's called, what the name is. This is just a wild day. Okay, type in Halloween, Honey Bunny Candy, Halloween limited edition. That's what we are. So we have the first one is the color zombie. So they don't normally have the name of it on here. It just says color number 4, and then it'll say the lot. I got one of each of these just to try it out. And this is a little bit more than I was expecting, suggesting a 7mm crochet hook. And then they have that picture right there, or the little scan code. So it'll take me right to here, which I could have just done that. That would have been a lot easier. First impression of this though, I like this yarn. So I have Honey Bunny. I have the Honey Bunny. Like, there's a lot of variety of the Honey Bunny, and I've used it to make stuffies quite a bit, so I already knew that I was gonna like it. This was just a, hey, it's a brand new color, it's Halloween themed. Even though it says Christmas on here, it is Halloween. This part, the little confetti, is a totally separate strand. We have some neon specks in here, a little bit of slimy green. So there's that one. First up, next in that line, we have the Halloween Honey Bunny Candy. What are you called? Poisoned Potion. This is a yes for me. Without even testing it, without even trying it, just feeling the texture of it, yes. The color obviously sold me on it. I'm thinking I'm gonna do some plushies with this, but then also maybe some beanies. I mean, initially I was thinking plushies, little like zombies, and kind of like using these colors together, but now that I look at it, I might want a beanie. I don't know. What do we think? And then last in that line, we have one more color called Pumpkin. All the way on the bottom, Pumpkin. Also a yes for me. I mean, really all three of these are yes. The pattern possibility is seriously endless. Obviously, I'm gonna go through all this yarn later and do a review, but if you have any suggestions of what you would want to see this worked up into, let me know, even though I just said like 2 things right there. Okay, so Pumpkin, Zombie, and Poisonous Potion. A spot on slimy green color right there. It is still on sale right now, so they have 36% off sale, $5.90 per skein of yarn. They also have all of the Honey Bunnies down below here. So there's Honey Bunny Shine, Honey Bunny Big, Honey Bunny Candy, Honey Bunny Minis, and now Honey Bunny Halloween. Does this one say Christmas too? Yeah, this one says Honey Bunny Christmas too. We have the label right. It's just that one part that says it incorrectly right there. on all of them. Or the ones that I got anyways. No reviews yet, but we still have 185 pattern suggestions. Amigurumi, home decor, and garments is what they're suggesting from this. Next up, it looks like Silly Socks Halloween Hobbii. And again, we have a different label this year. I personally like the orange just because the orange and black with the skull and bones on it, it's just like a classic Halloween. But I mean, the purple is also nice witchy too. Silly Sock Halloween. So this one does say it right on here, what's actually in this colorway. That ghost is adorable though too. Just hanging out with his little jack-o'-lantern candy pail. Color number 2. So what is your name? Silly Socks limited edition. So yes, this is a fingering weight yarn, 75% superwash wool, and 25% polymade. You can tell that there is a lot of wool in this. 100 grams, 400 yards, and suggesting a 4 to 4.5 millimeter crochet hook. Okay, that's interesting. This name is Poisonous. Actually, I'm just going to start a pile of all my favorites. Here we go. All the greens. This is also on sale right now. 34% off, coming in at $8.70 per skein of yarn. Ooh, I like that color a lot. We have Murky Pumpkin. All of these, I think, are going to be thrown onto my sock knitting machine. I'm just a little bit impatient and I want to see these worked up. I'm guessing that they're UV reactive just for the intensity of the neon, and they do already have a Silly Sock line, and that stuff is UV reactive. Silly Sock Disco is what it's called. They kind of look similar in the neon intensity that they have from it. Again, no reviews. There is 10 patterns available. This is machine wash and lay flat to dry. I would probably put these in like a little bag to put it in the washer too, just because of the fact that the wool is so high. I would just want to protect them as much as possible. This is a 1 super fine weight yarn. You have the little code back there that's gonna go right to this. Okay, and then the last one in that line is Witchy something, neon pink and purple, called Wicked Witch. This whole lineup is also a yes for me. I want to work up every single one of these. And with 100 grams, I can make a full pair of socks from just one of these. Though I was thinking about doing knee-high socks this year, so maybe I'll combine them together actually and do like crazy striped socks just so I have enough. Honestly, I haven't played around with that pattern on my knitting machine yet, so I feel like this is a good one to start with though. I'm excited about the yarn. It's gonna keep me motivated to get the project done. And it's on my knitting machine, which goes crazy fast. Next, we have these little bags of cotton yarn, Hobbii Halloween Friends Cotton. And there are 6 different skeins in here, 100% cotton, suggesting a 3 to 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. So weird, that was the only one that said Christmas on the label. All the rest of them do say Halloween. There are 4 different color combinations for this lineup, 34% off, $11.20 per bag of cotton yarn. And this is color pack number 1. So I guess we're just gonna go right down the line. Halloween Frenzy. I love all of these. There isn't anyone in here that I don't love. I can't remember what I was planning on doing with these. I think I just wanted to test them out. I already know that I like this Friends cotton that they have at Hobbii, and I do use it for little amigurumis. Oh, my crochet village. That's what I was gonna do. So I was gonna do little tiny tombstones, some trees, maybe some pumpkins. I'm not sure if I was gonna do it with this one, but do we have 3 different colors? Yeah, 3 different colors in this pack, and there's 2 of each. Okay, so each of them doesn't have a different name. It just has a different lot, obviously, on the back here. Loving this though. Classic Monster Mash right there. And then a little spooky yarn, little witchy. Yeah, this is gonna be cool. It also would be fun to use this to make like my village house pieces too. So just like tiny little cottages, maybe make this into a Monster Mash, like a ballroom or something. I don't know. I have a lot of ideas with this stuff and I just need to start working with it. This is gonna be set out of the bag immediately. There are also different combinations of this already. So there's Friends Cotton, Friends Cotton Color Pack, and Friends cotton print, which it says print on here, right? Friends cotton print. Okay, there we go. Tons and tons of patterns, 290 pattern suggestions, 100% cotton, suggesting a 2.5 to 3 millimeter crochet hook, machine wash, and don't tumble dry. I forgot to mention there's also hashtags for every single lineup that Hobbii has, and this one is hashtag Hobbii Friend Cotton. Oh, this is a long hashtag. Okay, so Hobbii Friends Cotton 8x4 print Halloween color pack. That's all one word right there. But it is handy to know because people will use that after they work this yarn into a pattern, and then you can find it all over the place on Insta, on YouTube, like all over, just in case you need some suggestions. I mean, even though there's a ton of patterns here that they have, but if you want more and you want to see people just kind of talking about it too, the whole process, you find a lot of options with the hashtag. Okay, so that's pack number 1. So glad I got coffee and water today. Okay, this one is a little witchier pack. We have orange, black, and purple for witchcraft. Perfect. I like how they packaged these ones this year. Like everything's all contained, nice and organized in there. So if I wasn't wanting to use this right away, it's gonna stack nicely, but I can still see everything that I have. We have 2 of each color. No, we have 2 of the orange, 2 of the, okay, so 2 of these. We have the orange and then the orange, purple, black combination. But the rest of them, we only have 1 of the black and 1 of the purple. I love that they had these names for this yarn too, because it's helping me think of the different village pieces that I want to make. Now, this may or may not happen this year. Who knows? I have a ton of projects going already. I know that I love this cotton yarn, and it's not like I'm gonna stop creating village pieces after Halloween has come and gone. Like, this is a year-round thing that I'm gonna be working on. Just having these, especially since they're limited edition, they do go away after Halloween. They will be on their site until either they're sold out or they have a big sale after Halloween, and whatever is left, whenever that sells out, then it's gone. Things like these, the plushie stuff, I can see them going really, really quickly. I don't know, I guess there's not really anything that I can't see going quickly, but it's just, this is a relative new thing that they have with the Honey Bunny candy, and when they first came out with it, it sold out so freaking quick. So maybe they have a lot in stock. I love the slimy green, so this is like, I need to stock up on it now. Next, we have color pack number 3, and the name of that is Classic Halloween. Again, we have 2 of the same stripy colors here, 2 of the orange, 1 of the slime green, and 1 of the black. I want to see this stripy one though. I think, yeah, Classic Halloween. That might be my favorite out of all of them. Is that in the other pack though too? Halloween Frenzy? I think they're the same. Halloween Frenzy and then this one have this exact color here and 2 of them. So good thing I like that. Again, with the intense slimy green there. 1 of this and 1 of the black. Then 2 of the orange and 2 more of that one all combined together. This would also be amazing for trick-or-treat bags, especially since it's cotton. It's going to hold its form really well, and you can make some pretty cool color work design with it too. All right, pack number 3. Then we have the last one, which is Pumpkin Fun. We have orange, black, gray, purple, and lilac, it looks like. So 2 of those, 2 of the orange. Are they the same color? No. These 2 orange cotton skeins are different colors, and they do have a different lot color on it as well. So 1 purple, 1 gray. We have that pumpkin-y color, a little darker pumpkin color, but again, it doesn't say what the color is on here. It just says the dye lot. This one would be nice to add a little bit of depth into a pumpkin if you want to do some like shadow and stuff. Then the last color of the stripy for color pack number 4 is this one. The stripy ones are probably my favorite just because they're the most interesting to look at, and these would work really well for, again, the big statement pieces for my village. And also the characters too. Since it's so thin, It's a really soft cotton too. Very glad that I got one of each of these. There's just a lot of variety of color with all 4 of these packs that it's a nice collection to have all of them. We've made it to the last lineup that they have for their 2024 Halloween edition, which is Horizon Halloween Limited Edition. 100% premium acrylic. There are 3 different cakes that they have available. Still on sale, 34% off, and coming in at $14.60 per cake. So here's one of them all put together. Out of all of them, this was the one that I was most excited about. I wanted to make this into a sweater of some sort. I just think with this spiral and it naturally kind of playing with the color without me doing anything, like I don't have to do color work, I don't have to do anything. I can pick a nice quick stitch and it's gonna work up relatively quick. It's a light number 3 weight yarn, Horizon Halloween, 200 grams in here, 601 yards, suggesting a 5mm crochet hook, but like this classic black, orange, and slime green, this is it for me. Like this is my favorite. I love the intensity of the colors. They all are popping. They all scream Halloween. This is why I say Hobbii does Halloween really, really well. Like they go hard with all of this stuff. Okay, so what is your actual name? Classic Halloween. There we go. And it actually does match some of our cotton here. So in the number 3 pack of the cotton, we have something very similar. So if I wanted to mix and match these, there are options. Find a color that's going to match them almost exactly. The Horizon yarn is one of my favorites that they have though. It's just such a lightweight yarn and it makes a really great drape whenever I crochet wearables. And there's a lot of different directions that I can go with it. Like I can use a compacted stitch, I can do a single crochet, I can do a slip stitch, like all those types of things, but it still has movement to it. This is a really good yarn. Next up we have this little baddie. Pretty sure this is number 3, right? Color number 3, yes. Spooky Spells. I would like to make a sweater out of all these. Honestly, it's very, very hard for me to choose. I will be getting more of this yarn though. Without even working it up, I just know that I love the Horizon yarn and I am gonna want bigger pieces. And seeing the color in person just kind of solidified that for me. But now with this one too, you can make some really fun wraps and the drape would be gorgeous on this. I could use it as a piece that goes over top of my costumes because normally by the time we get to the end of October, it's pretty cold where I'm at. So I have to kind of layer or at least have that in mind when I make my costumes that I can make it however I want to, but I'm gonna need something to keep me warm too, especially when I'm going to haunted houses and it's like midnight. Yeah, it's a little bit cold out. So either one of these would be perfect for that. So we have Spooky Spell, Classic Halloween, and then the number 2 color, which is sadly sitting over here, is Witch Love. I'll show you the picture of it all together, just so you can see that beautiful swirl. I might have to think of something different to do with this one. It's just gonna take me a little time to not only cake it up, but it needs to get untangled now too. Like this is just a total mess. I don't even know if I can find, oh, okay. So the label here is kind of shifted and then right there is the end piece, which I like that about the Horizon yarn. For these, it's gonna be really easy for me to get started. But to cake this up, probably this part right here is gonna be fine. It's just this mess over here is gonna take me a hot second. So I am gonna use it still. It's gonna be worked up into a project. I was planning on just jumping right into these patterns and starting up another sweater, but I really think that I need to cake it up. Otherwise, if I leave it sit, there's a chance I won't get back to it because it looks like a total mess and I don't really want to do it. I have the energy and motivation today. I'm just gonna sit down and cake it all up. Okay, but that is the entire lineup, or the brand new lineup from Hobbii Halloween 2024 edition. I love every single one of them. Like seriously, all of them. If I have to choose, still the Horizon. That's my favorite. Well, okay, here. I like the Horizon the best for wearables. These plushy ones obviously I'm gonna make some amigurumi with it. Then we have sock yarn ready to go, and then all of these little cotton pieces. So there isn't anything, just from looking at it, I haven't worked them up yet, obviously, but I'm very, very happy. Like, there's nothing that's disappointing or the color's off, anything. I think they did a fantastic job on really hitting the Halloween mark. And thank you so much, Hobbii, for bringing it to the fiber community and making it official so we can get started on this. I mean, it's the beginning of August. We have plenty of time to get going into new projects. And if this is the first time that you're seeing this yarn and you fell in love with one of the lines, check out their site. Right now, everything is still on sale. Don't forget that when you go to the site and you click on one of the lines, like the horizon here, you can click on the color to see all three of them in spirals, but then don't forget to scroll over and see all of them worked up. I love looking through all these pictures and see how everything is gonna unfold, which this is why I want this as a sweater. I just feel like the stripes would be perfect for it. There's color 2, which is, I don't remember what that one is called, but then we have the spooky one right there too. You know, it's just gonna make a fantastic sweater. I have sweaters, socks, crochet Halloween Village pieces. The only thing that is up in the air is this Honey Bunny candy yarn. Honestly, I didn't have anything in mind for it other than a plushie of some sort. So if you have some suggestions, I would definitely appreciate that. I think I should do them all together though, like something that's gonna incorporate all three of these colors. Would totally make an ultimate Halloween plushie that way. And the poisonous one needs to be the main focus. Maybe do this as like a witch hat, a teddy bear plushie, witch hat, holding a trick-or-treat bag with a pumpkin. Okay, I kind of like the idea. What do we think? I don't know that this one can just sit here. I might be starting a sweater tonight. I have a pattern that I've been working on and it's almost done. I was gonna wait until it was finished 100%, and some of the other sweaters that I had started totally finished, but it's just so good, you know? I might be starting this one. Okay, but first, I do need to work a little bit on our 100-night crochet along blanket. We have 2 more rows to work up. There is 79 nights to Halloween. Does it feel real now? You know, 79 nights, that just does not seem that far away. And then we also, per usual, have a movie to watch. I was so excited when I found this in VHS form. It's on Thrifted Horror, which is an online thrifting site that just has horror-specific items, not just DVDs and VHS, but there's also vinyl and comic books, figurines. It's a really cool site, so definitely check that out if you haven't. Thanks for hanging out with me today, checking out all of this amazing spooky yarn from Hobbie's Halloween Collection 2024 edition. I'm gonna say it again, this Horizon stuff, it's so freaking good. We're gonna see this out and about in the world a lot, I have a feeling. Have a super spooky rest of your day, and I'll see you ghouls tomorrow.